The acting head of FEMA, Cameron Hamilton, has been fired just one day after he told lawmakers the agency should not be dismantled. You see, the Trump administration has been vocal about its intentions to shut down the agency. Let's bring in CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga for more on this. Nicole, good morning to you. So fill us in. Did this firing happen simply because he chose not to align with the administration's goal to shut down the agency, or might there be some other things at play?
Good morning, Errol. That's certainly one reason Cameron Hamilton publicly testifying before the House Appropriations Committee just a day after Secretary Noem testified before that same committee, saying that President Trump believes FEMA as it exists today should be eliminated, empowering states to respond to disasters. You know, acting Administrator Hamilton told Congress that as the senior advisor to the president on disasters and emergency management, he did not believe that it's in the best interest of the American people to eliminate the nation's disaster relief agency. And DHS Senior Advisor Corey Lewandowski, Deputy Homeland Security Secretary Troy Edgar dismissed Hamilton during an in-person meeting yesterday morning at DHS headquarters. The firing came at the direction of the DHS secretary. His access to FEMA's building was revoked. This has been a tense relationship, though. I mean, CBS News confirmed last month that Hamilton was among roughly a dozen or so FEMA staffers that DHS actually polygraph tested amid concerns about leaks.
Polygraph tests for government employees. And Nicole, I guess it's important for our viewers to understand the concept of FEMA is that it steps in to help when states cannot do that for themselves following massive disasters when things like communication, transportation are challenging. And there have been recent cuts to FEMA. So I'm curious what lawmakers are saying about all of this, especially as we just spelled out, hurricane season is approaching and it could be a real powerful one again.
Errol, that's exactly right. And the Trump administration has already proposed eliminating all of FEMA's non-disaster aid plus hazard mitigation grants, those like the BRIC program. It's actually designed to help communities rebuild and prepare for natural disasters. FEMA also estimates right now that it'll be down about $5 billion in the disaster relief fund in June when hurricane season starts. Lawmakers on the Hill are candidly nervous. I mean, some have proposed legislation to reform the agency or even recreate it as a separate department with a cabinet position. We've yet to see any traction there. This is also, by the way, Errol, making states nervous. I was actually on the ground in Kentucky last week, which has seen back-to-back devastating flooding this year alone. The Frankfurt mayor described the damage to communities to me not only as physical, but also psychological, not knowing if the federal government will be there when the next disaster strikes.
So it sounds like what you're saying is even though there are plans to reform, reshape the agency in the short term, there's just a lot of anxiety around the country from the potential that the agency won't be able to help the way it has previously.
That's absolutely right. Trump emergency management officials have also been discussing reforms that would make it much harder for communities to qualify for federal disaster assistance. They've also taken steps to dismantle the agency's workforce to make it harder to renew contracts of nearly 2/3 of FEMA staff, what's called its core members, its reservists. Those are FEMA's boots on the ground after disasters. Again, just 3 weeks away from Atlantic hurricane season. And in addition to the number one at FEMA being fired, CBS News has also confirmed that the number two, one of the longest serving top FEMA officials, Marianne Tierney, is due to leave the agency at the end of the month. The new FEMA director, David Richardson, he's the former assistant secretary for the Department of Homeland Security's Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction Office. Current FEMA employees described his all-hands meeting this morning to CBS News as threatening. Errol.
Wow, such an important topic. Nicole Sganga, great to have you across all the important details there. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.